What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you to a brand new Let's Play of a game that I have waited, well, honestly, nearly half my life for. Finally released on December the 6th, 2016, made by Gen Design, which is the remnants of a development studio known as Team Eco. This is The Last Guardian, and I'm so excited to finally play it for you guys. Real quick, I do want to run through the options menu. This is a little bit more limited than Shadow of the Colossus was. Why, I don't really understand. Subtitles are on as default in this game, though, which is good. I am going to leave dynamic range on headphones because I assume that 90% of the people watching this game and listening to this game are going to be doing so with headphones. Not a lot of people really listen to YouTube videos with their speakers on, I'm going to assume. And we're going to keep midnight mode off. And that's really all there is to it. Let's jump right into the game. And so begins the opening credits, created by Fumito Ueda, a man that I have endless amounts of respect for his ability as a developer, and more importantly than anything, an artist. Fun fact about Fumito Ueda is he actually is an art major. That is the field that he was in before video games, and when it turned out that becoming an artist wouldn't be as lucrative as he had hoped, he decided to then switch his attention to video game development, which is why we have this game, as well as Eco and Shadow of the Colossus today. They are games designed with art in mind, first and foremost, and I think it really, really shows. The Last Guardian itself, especially, as you're going to find as we go through this Let's Play, is really not to be treated as a video game as much as others. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a game. There are still puzzles. There is absolutely still a challenge to it. There are, there is a failure state, all that, and it is definitely compelling. But it is not to be given as much or as little respect as a lot of other video games typically receive. It's a little bit, it's very different, and I think I'll go into it more as we play, but let's jump right on in to the glowing light. And right off the bat, I have to admit, I know that there have been a lot of detractors of this game's visuals, but I, for one, think it is stunning the way this game looks.
Inomotu otunum isarabe. Au kunana awisi yeda kunam.
And right off the bat, the game gives us the prompt to move. As this is our playable character. His name? Well, he doesn't really have one. So we're just going to refer to him as the boy.
Inijuka itisos. Adnaite tawaktu. Adajurara boy otoriku. Iso uni yu tuti. Ona ananatu onis. 上にあと王にいならじあていたらきゃあげますのあの意味
not good. Other kata aoku.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna stand over here. Okay. Hi. How's it going over there, buddy? You don't really want me very close, do you? I mean, you got something in your leg though. Do you mind if I take care of that? Here, let me just jump up. Oh, hold on. Let me just get this out. I'm just gonna pull it out for you. I got it. Come on. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay. It's okay. You're alright. You just took a nice bunk on the head. There we go. Is he asleep? No, he's not asleep. Hi there. Hungering for something, huh? Well, that thing right up there is glowing, so that's, I'm going to assume, something important. And actually, by assume, I mean I already know that this is something important. So I'm going to drop it. I didn't mean to drop it like that. Let's just drop down anyway. That's okay. The boy, as you're going to find out, is not the most graceful creature on the planet. And really, neither is Trico. But you can have that. And yes, that is the beast's name. It is Trico. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, fine. I'll leave you alone. Just eat. Goodness. You don't have to get so ornery with me. Is he gonna eat it? There we go. Good. Is there another one? Oh, here we go. Let's try pulling this lever right here. Come on. There we go. Perfect. And yes, those control prompts, and I didn't mean to do that, those control prompts are going to pop up throughout the game, which is, I will admit, a little bit distracting, but not too much. Eventually, you just kind of tune them out. I don't really think they're the worst or most invasive thing in the world, and they are a little bit of a helpful reminder at times, even though this game's control scheme is very simple. Alright, I'm going to stay away from you, because you do not seem very happy with me, and I'm going to go after the last barrel here that I see, which it looks like I can just crawl through here to get to it. So let's do that. Pick this up. Throw it. Are you going to eat that over there? Hello? Hey. I think he wants to, but he's not too certain about it. There we go. I think he's just wary of me at the moment, which I don't blame him. I mean, he's in chains. I look like food. And not to be trusted. But at the same time, he also knows that I am the one feeding him, so I don't think he's too mad at me. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, fine, I'll stand over here. I don't really mean to invade your personal bubble. Sorry about that. You just eat up those barrels. What? You still mad at me? Oh man, he is hurting. Let's see. Is there anything I can do? He's not getting all angry at me. Think I can climb on you? What if I were to pull this last spear out of you? Would that be okay? Come on! Ugh, there we go. Okay, I got it, Mr. Narrator. Ow! Why is it always the head? You obviously can't tell right now, but my controller is rumbling a little bit, as if indicating that something is happening in the background. But what exactly is the question? Is it daytime again? I think so. Huh. Doesn't seem too interested on eating me, which I guess is a good thing. Come on, kid, get up. There you go. Hi! How's it going there? What's up? Here, let's try this out. And he's not very interested. That's okay, though. I'm not really concerned with that at the moment. What I am going to do, though, is if I can, I'm going to climb on your back, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull this lever if I can. There we go. Come on. There. And that should get rid of his chain. And we can call him. Much like in a certain game known as Eco. Except for instead of having a cute little girl companion, we have a cute, gigantic dog, chicken, cat, rat thing. Yes, he is a hybrid of all those things. But yes, that is Trico. Come on, buddy. Okay, so we are trapped in this room, and we need to get out somehow. Clearly, that's not an option. But we have Trico with us, so maybe, just maybe, he can help us out. I don't know, though. We'll see how cooperative he is. I mean, all I did was feed him 3 barrels. But he isn't eating me, which I suppose is a good thing. However, there's another barrel up here. Come here, buddy. Here, I have an idea. Do you mind standing right there for me for a minute? Just a minute. And while you do that, I am, if possible, going to try to get him to maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe I can make this jump on my own. Go! Perfect. Alright, so. Hey, Trico, guess what? I got something for you. See, can you catch this? Nope. Oh, he did get it. Nice, it bounced right off his nose, but he caught it anyway. Impressive. And you can have one more. Alright, camera's acting a little funny right here, but granted, this is a very similar camera to Shadow and... whoa! A very similar camera to Shadow and Eco, so it's actually, I'd say more so Shadow than Eco. Eco's camera, if you remember, and I'm going to give you that, you can have that. I'm not really interested in it at the moment. Shadow's camera was much more... It was on a strange axis, but it wasn't a very fixed axis. Eco's was on an incredibly fixed axis. It used the playable character as an anchor point and then moved around the room from there rather than around the character, which was unorthodox, don't get me wrong. Shadow's was a little bit, like it used the character as a fixed point and moved around the character, much like this game's does, but it doesn't really have a regard for space around you, which is why... Again, it's very similar to Shadows in that regard. And as such, can be a little bit claustrophobic and annoying. But that said, we're going to try to squeeze through this crack here. Once you get used to the camera, though, it actually is a little bit more helpful than you think. Like, yes, there will be a lot of times where I'll be against a wall, and then this will happen. That is bad, okay? I'm not going to lie. That is bad camera design. That's just a fact. But it's something that's always been in the series. And I think is deliberate in a lot of ways because in some instances, it's actually very good for visual shots. A lot of third-person games like to limit their movement because they don't want to get in the way of the environment. But because this game doesn't limit its movement at all, in certain areas, depending on where you're standing, you can see far more than any other third-person game will allow you to. So it's a double-edged sword, really. But I think if you just know how to manipulate it, it's more of a good thing than a harmful thing. Now that's very interesting what we have here. We have a mirror which we are allowed we can illuminate things with. Now you do this by holding circle and moving the left analog stick. I can also put it away, just so it's not really in the way. It doesn't really stop you from doing anything. You can still grab ledges and whatnot. But, so there really isn't a reason to put it away. I just do that because, I don't know. So this is, we'll see what this does. We're going to take this and head back to Trico. I wonder if he actually ate that barrel. Probably. That guy has quite the insatiable appetite. I mean, it makes sense. Look at how tiny those barrels are compared to how big he is. Those are basically like M&Ms to him. Let's be real. All right. Out we go. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Come on. Let's wake up. What? Oh my goodness. Is he having a rave in his eyes? What in the world? That is very strange. What happens if I shine this? Whoa! Well, first of all, I guess he's decided to finally eat that barrel. But what happens if I... Let's drop down. What happens if I'm to light something? Let's try this. Here. That way. Whoa, 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 whoa! Uh-huh. So apparently, this is kind of an aiming mechanism for Trico's tail. We can use this thing to break things, I guess? I don't know. What would we use the lightning on? Well, it's a very good question. Now, obviously, there wasn't really much more in that direction. There was other places we could go. There was actually another barrel I could have grabbed, but it's completely optional. But I don't want to do all the climbing necessary to get that. It's really not worth it. It's more of just a, you know, it doesn't really affect Trico in any way, I guess I should say. However, as you can see, all of this rubble here is, well, it's really not, it doesn't really look all that sturdy. It doesn't look like it's been there for very long. So why don't we try something? Let's try focusing on the rubble. Hey, would you look at that? Interesting. So let's get a move on if we can. Excuse me, Trico. Pardon me, buddy. So out we go. We're finally free. Cool. I don't think you could feel fear if you're in this kid's situation, though, because really, we wouldn't have gotten out of there without him. We need Trico, but at the same time, we're also the ones who let him free, so he knows that he needs us too. So come on, Trico, let's go. And I'll get more into the game's mechanics in the next episode, and kind of the things that are going to help you get through this game and succeed, because while yes, this is a very deliberately designed game, and it's in some ways a little bit technically, there are some technical issues with it, there is a trick to it all, and I'm just about almost entirely figured it out. One thing I want to note right from the get-go is that you're going to have a lot more success getting Trico where you want to go by just having him follow you, not trying to guide him, because you can do that. You can do this, which you do by calling him and then pointing in the direction you want. If you hold down the button, he'll run in place and point. If you stand on him and try to like direct him in that way, you're not going to have as much success. But if instead you just kind of walk somewhere and have him follow you, things are going to go a lot better. Now, we got some water down here, but Trico is a little bit hesitant. Can you get down there, buddy? What? Do you want me to show you? Here, do as I do. Come on. You can do it. I know you can. I mean, yeah, you have feathers and whatnot, but I think you'll be alright. Well. You coming? Well, he seems very hesitant. Well, while you're up there, if you don't mind, Trico, could you do a favor for me? Could you break through this? There we go. Alright, I need you to also get the bottom layer, if that's possible, because I really can't climb over that. Look at you. You are so helpful, aren't you? That's a good boy. Alright, well, you stay there, or jump in. I don't really care what you do at the moment. While I climb this chain. Oh, if I can, please. Now, this is something that also reminds me a lot of Eco. Lots of chain climbing. It's never really happened in Shadow, but it happened a lot in this game. Now, if we can, I am going to face away from it and jump. Oh, wow. Holy crap, kid. That was a lot more of a jump than I expected. Now, we have some barrels here that I can actually push down. And maybe, just maybe, if I can do it, and this is a little bit finicky as well. Come on. Let's just get this closer to the edge, if possible. It's like turning to the left, tilting to the left a little bit. There we go. Push it down. Is it gonna break those? Yes, it is. Alright, good stuff. Let's drop down the chain. And let's take these barrels to Trico, and maybe, just maybe, if we throw these in the water, this will make him want to join us down here for a swim. Let's find out. Hey, Trico! I got food! You can get it, come on! He doesn't like water, but he does like food. Woo! Oh my goodness. That really knocked us over. I don't know. Oh, there's the barrel. Okay, he'll eat that. While he does that, though, I'm going to actually grab another one of these. If possible. And I'm going to try to coax him this way. And I know this episode has already run pretty long, but I do want to kind of introduce you guys to the game's mechanics. Beyond just the first room, because there is a little bit more to it. Now, can I walk up this? Is that possible? Hold on. Hold on. No, no, no. You can't have it. Okay, maybe I can't. I can swim with it, though. Let's see. Maybe... Can I throw this up here? That is not the way I meant to throw that. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. You're going to eat that, aren't you? That's fine. You're already in the water. Maybe you'll just follow me. Alright, come on, you. What? Come over here. There we go. That's a good boy. Yeah, Trico is a little bit finicky when it comes to the water. But, with a little bit of coaxing, even that won't faze him too much. Now, if you could, go that way for me, buddy. So he's going to walk over here. And he should just climb up for us, because I can't make that otherwise. I mean, actually, I could now, technically. But this is really a lot easier. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Okay, fine, fine. Shake me off, I guess. He doesn't want to give me a ride. How rude and inconsiderate. Although I will need him to help me get up there. Well, actually, no, I won't. I think I can just do this. Yep, there we go. Climb on up. But the question is, how is Trico? Oh, you know what? That's exactly how he's going to do it. So I'm going to climb through here. And we're finally going to see the outside. Or at least, not just a frickin' sunroof. We're going to really see the outside. Trico, how do you plan on getting through? Oh. I guess the boy doesn't think he's getting through. Alright, well, that was fun. Last Guardian over, everybody. Let's get out of here. What? Oh! But I don't really think that's his intention, kid. Oh my goodness.
tizi, o te tara lastuzi, ala castacaro, inokia, ada duro kutuzi, yano mot catunek, au kuzi.
Turns out we're a lot further from home than we thought. Yeah, what about his wings? Why can't he fly?
Aonari, aututu, keo no nita, ago kuzi, adu tu ku no otaze.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this first episode of Let's Play The Last Guardian. In the next episode, we're going to figure out how we're going to get through this so-called The Nest with the help of our friend Trico here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.